GM.
Hey,
Woo.
Hefe, how are you, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good.
I'm doing well. I'm just making sure the stream is running properly, how it's supposed to be. We are live. We're live on Aavegotchi DAO YouTube, so check that out. And we're also live on my channel, Hefe's Crypto Portal, so check those two out. I can drop links here in the chat for you guys. GM, everybody.
Yeah, everyone go sub to the Aavegotchi DAO YouTube.
Yeah. Here, let me drop it for you guys. 1 second.
Hey, No Future, how are you, man?
Hey, I'm doing well. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you guys sound great.
Been playing around with some Discord. I finally got Discord Nitro, so I'm no longer a bum.
Oh, I thought you had Nitro
Sweet.
the whole time. That's amazing. Welcome to the
Nope,
club.
I've been slumming it. I've been slumming it. I got Ernani gifted me one because we did our Orium game night, and I didn't realize if you stream your video screen and you don't have Nitro, it's like suboptimal. It won't be full HD. So I finally got Nitro.
Nice. Well, you got those cool
It's
emojis now
worth
you
it.
can drop with all of us.
You know, I was spoiled because I got all these cool emojis in the Aavegotchi Discord, but nowhere else. So, like in my personal chats, my
Mm,
DMs, it's all just plain emojis. So I finally upgraded.
nice, man. So
How are you
anything?
guys doing?
So, where do you guys gonna want to start today?
Oh,
Arena? Anyone got any good events going on?
hmm.
Got some Alchemica ready. We're all fired up here.
I like how we hang out at parcels and drop a bunch of Alchemica and get hyped up, and then go into the arena and lose it all. So let
That's a good
let
plan.
let's do that. Maybe does someone have a bounce gate already set up? We should be hanging out at Infinity Keys. You guys here?
Awkward's got a Vortex event. Is that just hang out at the Vortex? See a Vortex. Give it a shot.
Two YouTube channels for y'all to follow. Okay, let's do it. Let's pick out a bounce gate here. How about that? Let's do that. We'll all meet there. It's cool to check out other parcels sometimes just to see what everyone's. I think things are going to get interesting in the next Alchemica competition. We will see some. Hopefully, there's
Yeah,
some really cool stuff that gets released for us to build. That would be awesome. But
we're getting close. We are about 9 days, 8 or 9 days away from the contest beginning. It's gonna start getting spicy here soon.
okay, let's see here. What are we saying in the chat? You guys have a parcel? I'm gonna set up a bounce gate here real quick. Maybe we'll just go to the GMI one. I don't think that'll take me very long. No future. Are you back from New York?
Yeah, I'm back in my studio, just chilling, doing the thing.
Nice, man.
Yeah, it's good to be back home. I mean, I love New York, but it gets old very quick.
Yeah, because I mean, you grew up there, so
Yeah, I
it's like
just
when I
like
go
I've
back
gotten
home
so
too.
yeah, I've just gotten so used to the change. Like the diet that I keep in New York versus here is so drastically different because of like in Nashville, I cook at home every day. The food is just generally very healthy versus like when I'm in New York, it's like just eating crap constantly, like constantly eating McDonald's or fast food or just like, even if I want to get creakier, it's like a Chobani with like 5,000 added grams of sugar. It's like a pain in the neck.
Yeah, no, I hear you there, man. I mean, I've heard nobody in New York like makes their own food. Like you use your oven in New York to like store your shoes and shit. It's like an extra closet,
Yeah,
you know.
it's your secondary heater for the winter, your oven.
Oh man.
So we had Choina talking about snow. How's your weather? You're on the West west coast of Canada, right? Is it still like kind of chilly there, or is it warmed up?
It's starting to warm up. Yesterday was a nice day. Like went out for a walk and spent some time outside. Uh, it rains a lot around this time of year, which is good. You know, it's really good actually because if it's not raining around this time of year, we know our summers are going to be terrible because we get lots of forest fires. So, um, you know, I'm a lot of people complain about the rain, but it's like you just got to look out a little further ahead. You know, see what happens if it didn't rain. We would be a lot worse off. So I'm just whatever, man. I'm hanging out inside and just doing things. Most of the things we like to do are inside anyway, so it's all good.
The realm was pretty packed this week. I think I saw a bunch of events happening. Like, was it Infinity Keys making it rain super hard, Alchemica in the verse? I think I was sleeping when that was happening, but it looked really intense.
Was that on the 20th by any chance?
I think it was 420.
Yeah, that was actually us.
There was oh, that was GMI.
Yeah, we did a celebratory in the Gotchiverse. Just let go. So I mean, those are just so aesthetically appealing. Like when people zoom out all the way and you can see the whole radius of just
Yeah.
all green. It was amazing. But yeah, it was a fun event. We had quite a few people show out and hang out with us. It was a good time. First time in the Gotchiverse, celebrating. So it's good. I have a
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
small.
Was it the
Oh,
first
dang!
420
You found that bounce gate quick. I just got the bounce gate, like just got the bounce gate up, and you just like hop right through. That's crazy, man.
Are you
Dang.
Sam Dankman free?
Yeah, that's the Doomsday Unicorn. Everybody, go check out the Saturday Hangout bounce gate. Hop through there. It's myself, Coder Dan. We're hanging out on the GMI parcel. And we're about to make it rain some Alchemica, so maybe you might want to head over here and get ready for the arena. I think it might be a good idea.
I got the 8 liquidators ready to go here as well.
Oh, 8 liquidators. All right, man. Guys, bring your weapons.
I will say, dropping liquidators in the arena. We did a Orium game night, the first one, and we did it in the arena on Thursday on 420, and it was epic. Like being able to drop liquidators so quickly. There was a point where we had so many fighting in the middle of the arena, just 4 or 5 liquidators going at once. So it's those mega licks are going to be amazing.
Oh yeah, the Megalix.
We've been trying them a little bit in our dev net, and they're pretty strong. I don't think you can kill one of them by yourself unless you figure out a way to somehow kite it or something. They're pretty strong. Oh, we got a lot of friends coming in. Wow, it's getting packed. Maxi Crouton, Gotchi Stats. See all the friends. A lot of pink names. I
I'm a
like
little
to see the pink
embarrassed though,
names.
because like our pictures aren't working right now. Like this one, the Eat Denver is working, but I thought
Yeah,
I
I'm not sure
fixed the
why
other
Wagme
one.
Warriors. What's going on with Wagme Warriors? That one's
I
not
don't
showing
know.
up. It looks like.
I don't know, man, but I'm gonna try and fix it and maybe put something else in there because it's like when you get all your friends over to your house, you kind of want to make it look kind of nice, right? I mean, I'll swap it out if I can
Yeah,
find
we got
something
some
else.
Protolix coming in.
Oh,
Oh, you guys
yeah.
making short work of them. These guys are not powerful enough for 20 powerful gotchis. Can we, everyone on this parcel, let's all summon a liquidator at the same time.
Let's do it.
Let's get like 20 liquidators going on. Let's make it rain. We don't even need to make it rain. Super chat Alchemica. Just go hard on some licks.
We had like a bunch of them running around the other day during the 420 special. I think we had like 10 of them around at one point, just like running around. Like it was kind of overwhelming, to be honest.
Yeah, I like that you can just unleash havoc on the Gotchiverse. In the arena, it's a little harder because, like, I try to load up on Protolix. I'll have like 5 or 6 in my, pocket or whatever, and someone will murk me, and I'll drop all of them or drop one of them, whatever it is. And it's like, dang, like, just gotta like buy and drop them one at a time to make it really work.
My
It's a lot of
computer's
gotchas here.
the computer's being a little laggy right now, but I don't think it's the Gotchiverse. Do you guys have any tips? I remember somebody had said something about clearing the cache out, or um, just like hard restart your browser. I don't know, things that might make it speed up
Yeah,
a bit.
sometimes you can like restart your computer. That sometimes fixes general
Hmm.
lagginess for me.
Okay.
Because like over time, if you use a lot of apps, they kind of build up their lagginess over a while. Like memory usage goes up.
Yeah. Let
I would
me.
also say turn off the animations.
Oh yeah, that's a good tip right there. Actually, turn these off.
Oh, Thrax says first friendly ghost sold for 69.42. I think that was mine, dude. I made that bid, unless someone else made a bid like that. I'm excited. I was like, I figured someone was gonna outbid that, but maybe not. Awesome. I'm happy I won that. Let's see if I got it. Did you claim it already? Or we gotta wait? Do we have to wait an hour? Yeah, I don't see it in my inventory yet. Oh, you're cooking.
Oh crap! I signed something real quick for the director, so let me go get my ledger.
Sign in live.
Does anyone have any anything want to share with the community during this call?
I have something
Lots
small.
of good stuff happening.
Well, I got a little something. We were talking about fake gotchis, and I got my fake gotchi in the queue. It's my second fake gotchi that I published.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
And I'll drop it right here. Check it out. Ah,
Astra the Shaman.
yeah, there's a little bit of lore that goes with it too. It's in a lens post. It's a collectible lens post. And then on the special, I went through and did a little. There's a little lore slash storytelling that went along with it. So, a little animation too. I did all this myself actually.
Nice. 40. Nice.
Yeah, and these were actually raffled off to all the one hit wonder holders from last year. So if you held some, we actually took all, put them in a in a raffle, gave all 40 or 40 were given away, and then we kept two for ourselves. I kept two for myself. True.
Oh crap! I got killed by a liquidator. I was just like not even paying attention.
Yeah, GMI parcels popping off. I gotta restart my browser or something just to make this a more enjoyable
Oh man, it's
experience.
getting lit in here.
I'm
We
gonna
got a
I'm gonna
lot of liquidators going
I'm
on.
gonna jump out and jump back in here.
All right. Yeah, it's getting pretty. A lot of FUD just dropped. Oh man, getting hit. I'm trying to kill one. Oh,
Man, it's like when you're
oh my
spawning
god.
the liquidators and
Oh, get out, get out, get out.
you realize how quickly Alchemica, like you don't realize how
Yeah.
fast it goes out the door.
Luckily, it's like especially FUD. It's like not even money at this point, which is it's so fun to use. but it is money. I just
Yeah, it
got
was
wrecked
cool.
by a liquidator.
During our game night, we were able to get like a whole bunch of players in, but there were players that had never played before that were able to jump in and test it out. So they were using a lot of them were using my gotchis. So seeing my gotchis running around killing me was kind of fun. Come on, liquidator bastard.
Which one is the GMI parcel on the events right now?
I think it says Saturday Hangout or something. There's no image. It's just
Uh-huh.
a Saturday Hangout on it.
Impromptu bounce gate.
Oh, so many liquidators.
Nucky, good to see you again, sir.
Ooh, Nucky's back.
How's life? Nucky.
Mayhem, just pure mayhem.
Yeah.
Alchemica dropping, liquidators wrecking people.
Has anyone gotten killed by a liquidator?
I've been
Fine.
killed 3 times. Yeah, I was telling Hernani, I'm like, it might be smart to go into the Gotchiverse to do the game nights because then we don't have to worry about Gotchis killing each other. And it's like, wait, the liquidators still kill you, so it doesn't matter. Oh, this one liquidator's giving me the business. Come on, I'm just trying to pick up Alchemica.
Oh my
Need
god, there's so
something
much
to
bad.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Hachi Gang knows how to party.
Hell yeah. Okay, I think we're in business. We're back in business. Have you
Speaking of
heard?
party?
Oh, go ahead.
Did you guys see the epic dinner that Lost Local Jason was at like last week in a NFT NYC? A lot of cool stuff happening there, and then we got Consensus coming up as well. He's gonna be there. I don't know if is anyone else gonna be heading to Consensus.
Let's see. Is
We're
anyone
gonna have a little
going...
Gacha Gang presence there.
Is anyone at Rizzlefest right now? I think that's still going on also. Oh, that's Board Supper Club that you were referring to, Dan. That
Yeah,
epic.
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Kula Longus. Fake gotchis in the verse are smooth to load right now. Credits to the devs from Kula Longus. Oh, mural being created right now. Choina, thank you for sharing that. That reminds me. At Rizzlefest right now, they're doing a custom. I don't think I don't think the whole thing is Aavegotchi themed, but there's gonna be an Aavegotchi presence on the mural. So it'll be interesting to see what that turns out to be like.
Yeah, he said the Rizzlefest X Aavegotchi mural has begun. That sounds awesome. I didn't see any Aavegotchis. I saw, I guess, on the right side, looks like there's the beginnings of something that could look like an Aavegotchi.
Yeah.
Pretty epic, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I just got killed. Fuck.
They
Yeah, I
got
saw you getting trounced. I just don't have enough energy.
Yeah, AFK.
I saw you getting beat up, and I was like, I gotta run away, friend. I'm sorry. I'm low on energy.
You didn't save me?
No, there's too
I
many
do
of
like
them.
how it respawn, like when you respawn, it's like where you were before. That was a nice decision that we made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
noticed that
back in the
yesterday.
action.
So much more helpful.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get my box back. Oh, don't take it. Don't take it. There we go.
Oh God, get away! I'm just trying to pick up Alchemica.
Someone had the funny idea of like spawning a protolith next to a vortex, or like as someone's getting ready to channel, and just putting it there.
Like, have fun, buddy.
Liquidator menace. This guy's not going down. My God.
Yeah, you see there being like many variations of these liquidators, the proto licks, the mega licks,
Oh, yeah.
you know, have different versions.
Get out, get out, get out.
Oh, don't. Yeah, it's just fun how aggressive they are too, because it's like it's not like the turkeys or the pumpkins where they kind of left you alone and they didn't hit back. These guys hit back hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They don't mess around. They're there for your spirit force.
Have you guys started thinking about keeping track of the data or the stats for people's kills in the Gotchiverse of these proto licks?
You know, I think it is being tracked. I'm not sure if it's on the leaderboard yet, but we're definitely tracking that. And I think there should be an API to like get that data.
Yeah, I can see some interesting dashboards being built over time, especially with like these like stats that are coming out for Aavegotchis themselves, right? Like the actual like battle mechanics. We need to
Yep.
get some people like start analyzing the battle mechanics and figuring out different builds. You know, like these items work really well together with this style of gotchi, or you know, this trait set works really well for this specific type of attack, like a melee or a range. You know, actually, shout out to Hardcore. He's someone that I kind of
Yeah, you've
do.
been doing that a lot.
Yeah, we'll be hearing from him tomorrow for his economic modeling that he's been working on, and so that'll be interesting.
We're
Oh,
talking about for glitter and guilds.
yeah, I believe so.
Oh wow.
There's there's three liquidators chilling over on one side. There's Alchemica everywhere, and it's just like two of them are standing right next to each other while one Gotchi's being chased by another one.
I see a gang of 3 liquidators just hanging out together. Oh, they
Yeah,
broke. They broke up.
chasing them now. Hopefully it
I feel like
doesn't kill.
this is like there's like an invincible liquidator here. Pretty sure it should have been killed by now. Can't. It's like it's got like 100 hit like health left. And no one can kill it.
Oh. It's a different feeling getting killed by a lick in the Gotchiverse, that's for sure. I just dropped a whole bunch of FUD. This was all the FUD. This was all the FUD I collected on Thursday, probably. That I just spilled everywhere.
We pushed some updates this week to Aavegotchi.com, the new V2 client. Has anyone had a chance to play with the Word integration?
Credit card payments for is it for everything now or just fake gotchis at this point?
No, it's for everything now.
Oh,
Up to
dang.
there is a limit on how big the purchase can be for now, because they don't have that much Ghost yet.
Okay.
So there's like a upper limit, but for smaller purchases, it works really pretty well.
Does that only work for bazaar items or also auctions?
Just for Bazaar right now.
Yeah, I imagine that GBMing with a credit card seems like a really degen move.
Yeah.
Fuck it, let's go. 10,000.
Yeah, GBM. I mean, we could do GBM auctions with the credit card. Yeah, it's pretty degen, but could be fun.
When can I pay for my groceries in Alchemica is the question.
What, you mean you haven't been doing that already?
Well, I guess yeah. Well, some people have, I guess. You
Tuna,
know,
man. I've
their
been
own
paying
way.
tuna.
Hmm.
At this point, I'm just accumulating. We got a spending competition, so it makes more sense to hold on to it.
Matt has a good question. When offers in Bazaar, guys, we are getting close. This is the next big feature on the feature list for V2 offers in.
From the original V1, what remains on your roadmap for the UI update?
We're not really pushing any updates to the V1 client now. All the new stuff is going to be on the new dap.aavegotchi.com.
Yeah, because I saw that you had the glitter pools, I believe. I saw an image where they're on V2 now as well, right?
Yeah, we're basically going to get the new client all the to general parity with the old one, because it's just a much better designed, better coded client. So it takes a while to do an entire migration, but it's progress. We're trying new features, also kind of bringing the bazaar and the auction house, but bringing bazaar up to parity, and then introducing like the auction house with all the GBMs, getting the staking in, and now we're ready to start working on offers.
All right, we got Nucky up on stage here.
Hello.
He has a swear jar with him.
Nucky, hey sir.
How you going, guys? It's good to see you again. Just I'm a changed man. I just want to say, wishing you all of God's blessings on this joyful day. May you be blessed with knowledge that you are never alone in life, and that God will always be there to watch over you and guide you.
Oh.
I hope you will always find encouragement, strength through God. Thanks, guys.
Kind words.
Close that swear jar.
Nucky's been
There's
touching
a
grass.
I'm reborn, mate. I finally got baptized.
The Lord.
At 34.
The Lord
Right,
knoweth
right
the
on.
way of the godly, but the way
Right.
of the ungodly shall perish.
Oh, I'm back.
So what happened to Nucky?
Proof
Where
of
did he
Nucky.
go? You know, glad to see you back. What happened?
Oh, mate,
man?
there's
Where you been?
Mate, I just live a spontaneous life. Like, get it, like I've said before, like Gotchi gang, Aavegotchi's brother. Yeah, it's the only NFT I've ever purchased in my life. I just went all in, and then I was like, I'm gonna go ham on the community too. And then just man, everyone was cool as bananas, and yeah, man, just got along with these people. Everyone's legend, and it's just a sick community. Like, and it also, I mean, like just coming back now, like I'm seeing all the same faces. Everyone's still here, and to me, that's just a massive hold sign. Like the whole, the market's been, I don't know, I don't really follow much, and I don't really follow it all. Like, I'm still hand petting every day. That's personal. Actually, that's why I'm here. I'm still hand petting every day.
You committed.
That's awesome.
Sure.
1,500 kinship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just wondering. People were whispering before in chat that you're gonna get like punished for it or something. Like for some reason hand petting's bad. Like, hey, I've been hand petting for like what? How long is that? I mean, how many? How when did Gotchi start?
Feels like
1,000
decades.
days.
Decades ago.
Yeah, it feels like at least 3 years, but it's probably less than that. But yeah, man, I've been hand petting the whole time. Where's my freaking reward?
Where's my reward? I came here to show. I came up here to get my reward. Where's it at? For my 1,500
we need
kinship.
yeah. That's the only reason I'm back.
No, man, I appreciate you being here. It's awesome. It's great to see you back. And
No, it's
holy,
it's good to see all you guys, man. Like I said, it's unreal to see all the old, all the old heads, dude. It's sick. But yeah, no, I've been well. I don't know, work's just been busy. Had a switchboard blow up in my face. That was crazy as hell. Like melted my hand. Like couldn't open my eyes for like 4 or 5 days. Like I couldn't hear anything for like, oh man, at least like 5 to 6 hours. Like it was insane. It was 600 amps just went kabang. Like apparently like so there was a dude like 30 meters away. He just said I just disappeared into like a blue ball, but I didn't get electrocuted. But it was just some dork on the level above me was sweeping the floors and swept an uninsulated screwdriver down a table tray, which is like the thing that runs up the middle of sort of commercial
yeah,
multi-story buildings, and all the switchboard all the same spot on every level, and they hadn't been like sealed yet. So he swept an uninsulated screwdriver down, and it fell down the hole, and I was on the switchboard below doing testing, and it landed straight on the buzz bars. Boom!
dang, dude.
And like everyone thought everyone thought it was my fault, who was like on the level, but like I couldn't speak or like hear anything or see anything. Like it was hectic as, man.
You really were baptized.
Bapt electricity. Holy shit.
It was
I'm
wild,
glad
man.
glad to see you made it
Man.
out, man. That was a
Mate,
close call.
If anyone's gonna survive 600 amps, it's me, bro.
If anything's gonna make you see God, it's definitely gonna be 600 amps running through your body.
I'm gonna be a buck. I didn't find God. I'm just,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, respect to everyone who has, but yeah,
No.
no, you know.
That's crazy. That's a crazy experience, man. So are you fully healed back from that, from all that?
Yeah, dude, it was mental. Like I thought, like at least a month off because my hand was just fucked. Oh shit! Double.
Yeah, you just lost the reward you got for hand petting right there, buddy.
God. Man, and it's right after I said I hadn't found God. Like, what? Yeah, yeah, see you guys. Nah, my hand, I thought it was gonna be like a month, man, because like the day after it happened, like all the skin was literally just coming off my fingers, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be off work for so long. I'm self-employed, or what? It's just me. Like, this is gonna suck. And man, the human body's incredible, dude. Like, I was within a week. Like, when I went back the day after to get my dressing changed, she was just like pulling, like, sorry guys, graphic content, but she was just like peeling skin off the doctor. And I was like, did you put a local in? Because I don't remember you doing that. And she's like, nah, it's just all dead. She's like, it's good. The fact that it was super painful, you could feel the pain on your hand, is a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With burns.
Yeah, if you can't, if you can't feel anything,
you
you got a 3rd degree.
can't feel it. You've just, yeah.
That's the full thickness.
So, and
right
yeah,
there.
she was like, no, and she was just like, that's all dead skin. She was doctor weird. She's like, look at that beautiful pink skin under there. Like,
That
like,
fresh
chill
skin.
out.
She was into it.
Yeah, she would like, it would like set it really, man. Like, look at that gorgeous pink skin. Look at that pink
You could have been like, you check out a Aavegotchi.
And I was like, yeah, chill, lady. But what's, like, how long am I going to be off work? She was like, oh, if your hand will be fine in like 5 or 6 days. I'm like, you serious?
That's awesome.
And then, yeah, she gave me some crazy dressing things that you put on. And like, I literally was off work for 2 days, but like the first job back was the same switchboard. It's one way to kick the PTSD.
You got to make sure the same guy isn't working too.
Oh, he got. Yeah, and everyone thought it was me for like until another electrician came and looked at the switchboard and was like, "Yo, what's this piece of metal welded across the buzz bars?" It's
Oh,
like, oh, it
jeez.
looks like a screwdriver. Like, it's uninsulated. Like, whose is that? And then they worked it out, and I'm like, well, you're darn fired. You
That's
know?
it for you. Yeah.
Yeah, in the really kind Australian way, you got to get out of here now, pal. You've done a good job. It's time to move on.
Time to move on.
Handshaking. Handshake. It was very friendly. Firing. Not.
Oh man, well I'm glad your hand is working.
But yeah, it was wild.
Yeah.
I'm still here, man. And my hand's all good. The scariest part was the eyes, man, because I've got a lazy eye, so like, I was wigging, bro. Like I couldn't see, dude. Like every time I could open my eyes, like you know when you get like sand in your eyes, and like you
Yeah.
get the sand out, but like it still feels like it's in there. It
Yeah.
felt like that, but everywhere on my eyeballs, man. So like every
Damn,
time I
dude.
tried to open my eyes, it was just like white and just that just weep. So I was just fucking lying in bed for fucking 4.
How are the eyes doing now?
Oh, they're good, bro. One's still lazy, but we're good. The other one's fine. I was just lucky because I had the switchboard cover. I was holding the switchboard cover. I was literally putting it back on when it happened. So I had like essentially a big shield in front of me, like a metal riot shield, I guess. And when the screwdriver fell down, if I wasn't holding the switchboard cover, I would have gotten smashed.
Oh yeah, because it would have taken the path of least resistance. That would have been you.
Well, no. Like, there's no, like, so I didn't get electrocuted. Like, it takes 0.3 of an amp to kill you. It was a 600 amp short. But what happened? I wasn't touching anything. I wasn't touching anything that was live or anything. I'd just finished doing testing, and I was putting the cover back on. So I was literally had just picked the cover up, and I was walking towards the switchboard with it. And that's like the last thing I remember. It just went, and because the switchboard cover is like a big, it's like a big piece of metal. So I was like just holding it in front of me, walking towards the switchboard, and then that darn jerk swept that thing down the hole, and it just went boom. And yeah, that's why I was lucky. I was holding the cover.
And you're still hand petting.
Yeah, dude.
Some real
Funny
dedication right there.
is, every time you go to not curse, you sound like you're taking on kind of like an American accent.
I heard that. Yeah. it's
Yeah,
awesome.
man. I don't because there's no Australian accent that I can use. That it doesn't work for me, dude. I just go straight down the same rabbit hole.
That
It's just-
darn jag off.
It's just
You know, you're American.
an empty hole. Oh yeah, yeah. No, facts, phase, facts. I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. In America, sorry, not in America. In Australia, we call our enemies mate, and we call our mates cunt. I'm sorry, I'll put money in the swear jar for that. I know that's a bad word, especially in America. They're like, "Oh my god, that guy's disgusting." But yeah, it's a strange country. It's a country. You see one of your mates like, "Oi, what up? Oi, what up?" Some guy says something rude to you at a pub. You're like, "What the did you just say, mate?" It's backwards down here, but it's how we like it.
So what time is it over there in Australia right now? What's the time conversion for these meetings right now for you?
Right now, it's 20 to 1 in the morning. That's why I'm
One
like
in the morning.
that's why I'm
Dang.
that's why I'm always like, you guys always catch me at Bible study time. That's why I always come in with so much spirit. No, I'm just, man. I mean, I don't think I've ever been on one of these calls where I'm not 60% faded. You know, like it's one of those things. It's
Good
like
to see you
12,
back, though,
40.
Nucky. Good to see you back. GM, everyone. Feels like the old days, man. This is my first Saturday hangout back too, man. So
Hey,
Is
welcome
it
back,
really?
Addison.
thank you.
Good to see you, Addison, bro. Oh,
Yeah, good to see
what a-
everyone.
This
Addison,
is
I have a quick-
glorious, what a
I have a
glorious
Yeah,
coincidence.
right. Great day.
I have a question for you, Addison.
Yeah, what's up?
What's your thoughts and feelings on Pepe? Because you seem you seem to be posting a lot about Pepe.
Okay. You guys want to know the deal about Pepe?
No shit.
Wasn't he like one of the community dudes?
Okay, so basically the contract is renounced. It has a cap supply. It is 100x better meme than Doge ever will be. That is my thesis. Ribbit, ribbit.
yeah.
That was
I'm
concise.
so I'm so confused.
You just gotta be a Pepe
But
billionaire.
I'm here
It's,
to represent low IQ.
Basically, it's well then Pepe is the perfect coin for you because it is a pure shit coin, meme coin that is just for the people, made by the people, getting on 10 exchanges, only been out a week, done numbers better than any crypto only other top traded coin on Ethereum is like on a Uniswap is like Ethereum and stable coins. It's the number one hottest coin on the market. It's a pure shit coin, meme coin. Everyone's doing it for the lulz. And Pepe is OG in the fabrics of the internet. A lot of the OG of the internet who built the internet are in this play and are doing it for the lulz. No one cares about the money that they're putting in. It's just a fun play. It's great to see the community coming back. I've been on these This been a marathon Twitter Spaces for the past week. I don't think I've slept much. I've tried to catch up a little bit in the past like couple days, but man, like the energy is back in the crypto space. Like Doge kicking off the bull run in the last bull run. Like Pepe's doing numbers, man. It's good to feel. It's good to see something like that come out in the community. Yeah, like I said, the contract renounced. Nothing that they can do. The top holders, a lot of top holders have sold, and those dips have been eaten up immediately. Elon has actively tried to ban the Twitter account, suspended the Twitter account twice, and that has come back in 30 minutes. The contract address is OX69. It has been blessed by the gods.
Got my blessing.
Make sure the last ending of the contract is I think 1933. So make sure if you are going to degen into that play, make sure it's nothing that would be sad over losing. It is at the end of the day a pure meme coin, shit coin. It has no utility. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not financial advice, but I traded a little.
Not
bit
financial advice.
Yeah, not at all. And then Kermit, just so I could feel something again, like it was like a really market cap, and I put in like $50, $100, and it like 4x, and I was like, yes, we're like, just have my blood rushing again. And then
So Pepe is the hope. Everything else is the cope. Don't fall for these derivatives. They're going to be rug pulled. A lot of them are down 99%. Like for Pepe to come out in the bear market and do these numbers, like you're going to get scammed going towards these other coins. Again, these are pure shit coins. A lot of scammers are out there, like are out in force because of the amount of new people coming into the space.
We were talking about this. We were talking about this earlier on GM with GMI earlier in the week. It seems interesting that this Pepe coin came out now during the bear market. I mean, you would have thought, Ethereum's been around for a while now. We've had degens.
There's been a lot of Pepe coins.
I mean, you would think that just a simple Pepe coin would have come out on layer like on Ethereum already. It's
There were like a bunch of them before this,
Yeah.
as far as I know.
okay.
But the devs did this one right. There is no tax on the coin. They hold 6.9%, and they've been sending that to a lot of centralized exchanges. Have gotten it listed on 10 centralized exchanges in a week. Everything's happening at once. Like Doge is on the top of everyone's mind. Like even the normies are asking what is Doge or what is Pepe because of Doge. People have seen what Shib has done. People have seen what Pepe has done, and Pepe is not even listed on a tier 1 centralized exchange. It's basically been anyone that's been crypto native. A lot of money has flowed out of NFTs into Pepe, and there's still a delay on a lot of exchanges to flow money into, well, out of exchanges. So like if you want to buy Pepe, like a lot of normies do, they're gonna have to wait maybe a week or two to be able to pull their money out and be able to buy on a decentralized exchange. So it's still very, very early, less than 100K people, or less than 50K holders right now, and still around a 100K market cap. And Shib at its peak hit a $80 billion market cap. So I think, and Pepe is and Shib's not even a good meme. So yeah,
The meme play. Sharing the meme plays. Not financial advice, everybody.
not financial
Shit
advice.
coins. Just for the lulls to feel something.
I've got some financial advice.
Okay, let's hear.
Have a primary income. Finished.
100%.
I like it.
This is a complete gamble play. So don't be spending your mortgage, selling your car,
Yeah, like, man.
kidneys, you know.
Like you can tell, I sat in school for a bit, man.
I threw it in $40. It turned into 1,200. So that's where I'm at. I've thrown in more, just for the lulls. So
Is this on that Pepe?
yes, sir.
It's same old Addison. Good boy. Good boy.
Well,
Good to be back.
you made an interesting
Just-
point earlier about people like NFT floors dropping. I was in like a Polygon space yesterday, and it's just interesting how they think about like the Polygon community about like floors right now for NFTs because they're just starting out, so they're not thinking about floor prices at all. So when they saw me, they brought me up. I spoke, and they saw Aavegotchi, and they're like, "Wow, you guys have a really high floor price." And I'm like thinking about it, I was like, it's about 300 Matic, something like that. And it's like, I guess in Polygon that's a high floor price, but like you think of ETH and these floor prices are crazy. So it's really early to be into Polygon NFTs, especially the PFPs that are coming out, which is exciting. The shit coins of pictures.
That's cool. I didn't realize that people viewed the floor price in that way. Like 300 Matic is not high for an NFT, but yeah, maybe on Polygon it is. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Group says a 50 Matic mint is looked at pricey right now. Oh, that's crazy. Because coming over to Matic now, Polygon was a big decision and could have. I mean, who knows where we'd be right now if we were on Ethereum. But it was kind of a move that had to be made to actually be able to play Aavegotchi. But always wonder what would have happened if we had just deployed it on Ethereum. It would have cost 50 ETH to deploy all of the SVGs and stuff back then.
Dang.
I don't even think we had 50 ETH. Like, I think we did, but it would have been pretty tight.
It'd be
Scary
like $30 to $50 per pet. That'd be ridiculous. You
And
had
it
to make the
would be-
choice that you did. So
Yeah.
It's a scary thought, but imagine if we die. Oh my god.
I did look at XDAI, but like I did not
got you,
have
Chin.
any confidence in XDAI. It's still, even with like Gnosis Chain,
I was joking.
I never hear anyone talking about Gnosis Chain. I love Gnosis and the safe product, but
Well,
Gnosis
and then
Chain
daily
XDAI.
assets in Ghost is also another really great idea right from the beginning to have our own ecosystem token. Otherwise, we'd be in that same Matic pool that No Futuristics talking about. People would have a hard time paying, like 20 Matic for something because it's like, oh well, I could, maybe it comes down to opportunity cost. Maybe it's just people being used to the price of Matic in relative terms to NFTs on Polygon. But to have Ghost token represent all the assets was a really good move in my opinion.
Yeah, there's been some interesting conversations about I think it was Abby or one of the Utes guys was like, he made a thread about trying to get floor prices or like trying to encourage people to use WETH instead of Matic to be calculating floor prices and like selling selling assets on Polygon in WETH instead of Matic. Did anyone see that thread?
I mean,
I've
it
not.
kind of does make sense in terms of like if you're looking at just from like a branding or product use perspective. If someone's coming from one and they're used to paying for things in ETH, they're probably likely to pay slightly higher prices in ETH if you were having things posted on Matic, regardless of it being on a different chain.
Definitely.
I like Matic pricing. It kind of it gives me a safer, less degen, but still a degen kind of feel of trading NFTs on Solana. They're dirt cheap in comparison, and you know I'm long Matic, so when I see like I bought some side delves caps yesterday, they were like 50 Matic. I got some Rec Dogs. I got some there's like some Drill Club, some Man Drill Club or something like that. A whole bunch of there's a Mighty Pepe. It was like 0.17 Matic. I bought 30 of them. So it's like I feel like I'm balling, and I'd rather see Matic because show me wheat than I realize I'm poor again.
Frank from Utes, I'm just reading Goop's comment right here. Maybe you can get some context. Frank from Utes was doing it so undercutters aren't going down by $1, but the Polygon communities are not happy about it.
What does that mean? The
I don't know.
undercutters aren't going down by $1.
Oh, because they can undercut probably by one Matic versus like by one, you know,
Oh, $1.
15th of a. Yeah.
It's the conversion of undercutting, is what he's referring to, I think.
If you think about the mental model of like PFP projects, like they're mostly thought about in ETH because a lot of them are on mainnet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that fee, like I feel like I can trade. Did anybody mint the Trump NFTs this week?
There's more Trump
buy
NFTs
them.
now?
Hell
There was
no.
another drop.
Yeah, when I was in NFT NYC, I literally at the Polygon party, I was there. Some guy came up to me because I was wearing a Polygon Studios tank top, and he's like, "Hey, do you work with Polygon?" I said no, and then we started talking about Aavegotchi and Orium. Turns out he's the guy that launched the Trump NFT.
Oh, wow.
So we were like talking. He was talking about their marketing approach and how most of the users they onboarded were not Web3 users. So they actually onboarded all these new people. And he kind of alluded to another drop, but like he made it seem like, oh, until we can drop stuff until Trump becomes president again. So I didn't take it as anything. In the middle of this week, they just dropped another 47,000 piece collection, the Series 2.
Oh my God.
So the original price of the Series 1 dropped from 0.4 ETH to like 0.1, 0.13 ETH. But the second series has remained above mint price. So there was just a lot of action in that, and it was a very quick, like you can buy it at like 0.04 ETH and sell it at 0.07 ETH. But on Matic, that's like not terrible because you're not getting wrecked by like 0.01 ETH gas in both directions.
Do they have a DAO or anything? They can just like mint as many as they want
Yeah,
whenever
no.
they want.
It's just this is the most Web 2 thing in the world. Like the way the guy was explaining it, he did not
It's called DAO Alago. Sorry.
Yeah.
Lago.
Yeah.
Well, they did 40 million in market volume, I think, when they did the release there. So it's quite significant.
I saw a tweet today that said like 40 million in market volume.
Addison, and I don't even know how to change, dude. I don't even know where I'd start.
Good.
Plus, my mates would just be like, dude, what the
Yeah, if your mates don't slap you in the face for changing, like mine did a year ago, like, yeah,
Oh,
then you don't have good friends.
yeah, exactly. They just stop calling me. Like, man, you know, like if what I came in here, like, you know, if I was like, you know, I came in here and I was actually a newborn, born again virgin and Jehovah's Witness, going at them with all that to jargon, yeah, they just stopped calling me. That's what actually did. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's what good friends are for.
100%.
So yeah, I don't want to change. I mean, I mean, obviously everyone's got things they can fix and improve on. That's well, I got a couple of those. Don't worry, we've all got our vices,
I
ladies
think
and
we're all
gentlemen.
human.
Hmm.
100%.
But yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah. Good to see everyone. I'm gonna head out, everyone. It was great to see everyone.
Good to see you again,
GM.
brother.
Happy to hear from you guys.
I'll
Yeah.
be right from you in the arena.
Yep. I
Yeah.
will see y'all in the arena. I will be retaking first place since the leaderboard has not been reset. So see you there.
I'm just gonna go get another beverage, just soda water. I'll be back in a sec. Don't party too hard without me.
But no, Future, you were on the spaces yesterday. Was that the All Roads Lead to Polygon one?
No, it was the one I was on was, I believe it was around 9 p.m. Eastern. It was called Polygon Party. It was hosted by Side Delves. I met I guess he's one of the founders in New York. When I met Metaverse Johnny, there's like a whole bunch of Polygon people at this bar called Another Room. And I linked up with Metaverse Johnny and just met all of these people. So now I'm just kind of like reconnecting with them on social. And they had just started their project, so they run a weekly Polygon space. I think it's around 9 p.m. Eastern. So I jumped in, he recognized me, and they let me talk for a little bit. It's kind of funny because like we're recognized as OGs. When I go in and I'm like, yeah, I've been on Polygon. It's like I'm about to hit 2 years in Aavegotchi. I think I've already passed 2 years in Aavegotchi. So when I tell that to people who are Polygon, people from like, Utes or people that are Rec Gang or any of these other newer projects, they kind of like they kiss the ring. They respect it a little bit. But I was there like, I'm telling them I'm an ambassador and my job here is like I want to take a break from the big brain stuff. Where are the PFPs? Let's see what's happening on Polygon. So it was a cool space. I was also in a space I think actually 420. No, it was the day before 420 on the 19th with One Planet about DAOs. So I got to speak about the Aavegotchi DAO. So these are all people I met in New York. So I'm just kind of jumping in their spaces a little bit more now.
Nice. No, it's
There's
good to make
a
those connections.
Spaces coming up next week. The Quick Swap is doing their Lead to Polygon, and it's the theme of it is DAO. So Dr. Wagme, I reached out to you I think last week to see if you were interested. You confirmed. So I did tell them that you're probably going to be a speaker on behalf of Aavegotchi if you want to do that.
I'm gonna pull on his shirt tail and follow along. Kind of.
Yeah. So if you guys are listening in on the spaces, maybe Dr. Wagme maybe can. It depends on like they control it a little bit. So I don't know if they'll bring everyone up, but maybe we can bring up one or two of at least Dr. Wagme can rep the gang a little bit. So it's not.
Yeah.
It's been me going on there every week previously, which is fine, but it'll be cool to get some more variety from the Gotchi gang coming on.
Get a rotation of representatives for sure.
Gang shit.
Yeah, I'm down for stuff like that. I finally got a new phone. So ETH Dem crew, they know what my phone looked like. Now I have
Good job.
a normal like phone. So it's like I could do so much now. I feel so efficient.
Growing.
Yeah.
Hey, so I'm going to take a quick moment and just thank all you guys. So about the last 2 weeks, I've been kind of in depression. I got laid off from Nori here about 2 weeks ago. They cut about 40% of the staff to make the chop. So I've been kind of recovering from that, and my first reaction was actually get off the computer. He talks off the hide the shit I have keeping up with. Today's like the first day I've been back, quite honestly, like on the computer at all and interested in digitizing. And I was reflecting where I wanted to go. It was quite obvious. So like prior to my first employment in crypto, it was Aavegotchi. After my first spot, it was Aavegotchi. After my second spot, it's Aavegotchi. It's always been Aavegotchi. I just want to just kind of make sure that everyone is aware of how special this community is, how much I appreciate it specifically, and I know that it's just a opportunity to start finding my next path. So it's this place that has taught me the resilience and curiosity and intelligence and participation that has led to all of my other crypto success. And so I want to remind how much I appreciate this space and what got here is it's something special and it sets the tone for everything.
Brother, that is such an overwhelmingly brave thing to say. Hats off, man. You're a legend. I hope you know, I hope you're doing better. Like, I hope everything's just looking up from here on out, bro. I've been there. I've been horribly depressed before. Yeah, man, I feel you, dude.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ducky, like coming in here and hearing the space, seeing you hop on stage for the first time and tell us a story about a lot more of a threatening circumstance that occurred that you made it through, that's a reminder that things are just fine. I'm doing all right. I'm gonna make it just fine.
just know, bro. Every time you hit rock bottom, Nucky's gonna be here, baby.
You are my floor, sir.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Nah, man, I've probably almost, man, I've almost died. Probably, I've had way too many chances, to be honest. But I think that depression was worse than any of those times, man. Like there's nothing. It's just you just got to talk to people, man. That's why I take my hat off to you, sir, for saying what you just said in front of all these people, man. Like men, especially in Australia, particularly. It's just don't talk enough about mental health and depression, and we need to talk about it more. So, yeah, that's. I mean, I've been there. Your head, it's just, unless you talk to someone, it's just you go into this downward spiral of just stupid thoughts.
Well, and you know, and it goes both ways too. I've been very blessed and very lucky with GMI and here to consulter to many other people in their circumstances. They're going through things. It's it's humbling, exciting, and comforting. You're on the other side of the stick, and you're the one on the shoulder. All of y'all have stepped up perfectly for me. I'm just so very thankful to be part of this.
Well, mate, and to be honest, another reason I'm poking my head in tonight is because, man, in Australia right now, there's these crazy interest rate increases going on house mortgages, and like it's just people are just scared to spend money right now because it's going up at an absolute, sorry to curse, bullshit rate. Like people's money are doubling, and man, when you're an electrician and you're a sole trader, I'm self-employed, it's just me. That's how I like to rock it because I don't have the patience for an apprentice yet. I need to get a bit older. It's, man, my phone, like when that got announced, like it would go from, you know, I don't know, 20 to 30 calls a week. It literally went to like 1 to 5.
Jesus.
The last 2 weeks, I've probably worked 10 hours.
Mm.
So the reason I'm poking my head in here and wanted to have a chat and see everyone is just to see, like, because I've just been hand petting, man. My alarm goes off, I hand pet, and I'll go to work, like, you know, and then I've been thinking about offloading a couple of gotchis just because money, you know, if work's not there, like, I don't, you know, it's not like I've got holiday leave or any of that shit. So yeah, I was literally thinking of offloading, but man, all the same faces here. The token's like goddamn stable coin, so it's like, how the hell am I supposed to sell anything? Plus, I'm sentimentally attached to this, all of my gotchis, and then this is the only NF2 community I've ever been in, and y'all are sick as fur, and yeah, that's what, yeah, you know, it's tough, bro. The world, it doesn't owe you any favors, is what my dad always said.
You're like our spirit animal. A good time.
Yeah, I know, man. I do so much dumb shit, but from that I've learned so much, man. Like the amount of times I've almost died, bro. It's just every time I'm like, afterwards I'm like, just worry about tomorrow. Like, who gives a shit about 30 years from now? Like, you got nothing guaranteeing that you're still going to be here in 30 years. I've been hit by a truck. I had 3 malignant tumors in my thyroid. I got hit by a truck on a motorbike head on. Like the whole explosion with the switchboard. Like, just man, the amount of bullshit that I've gone through, like, and a lot, yeah, some other stuff's happened, and yeah, I'm definitely the whole truck motorbike thing. I was at fault, but it was like a freak doozy. But yeah, it's just nothing's guaranteed, man. Just take it a day at a time. Don't overthink anything. You've only got 2 hands. Don't try and overdo it. Just make good decisions.
And buy Pepe. No, I'm kidding. That's
Yeah, no, that's
sorry. We had to
no, that was nah, dude, that was a good one. That's a plug.
on NFTs.
It's a shame Addison wasn't here to hear that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Hefe's been pushing it just much in the shadows. He is.
That's the thing, man. I got mates that like shill shit coins to me all the time, and I'm like, no, bro, fuck out of here. I'm in Aavegotchi, bro. Like,
Yeah, I keep my shit coins to myself. But if you're curious, I'll let you know.
yeah, I you know, I've just man, shit coins are just out of my. It's just. I don't know if my brain's developed enough to go that deep. Like I said before in chat, like I was partying one night and a mate pulled his laptop out because we were at his house. And I was like, what are you doing, bro? What is that shit? What are those sick looking little things? And he's like, oh man, he's a crypto freak. He's in the community, legend. Some of you know him, some of you may not. I'm not going to name him because he loves to be real secretive about his shit. But I was smashed. I'd just come across a bit of money, and I literally was like, let's go to the casino. And he was like, man, instead of going to the casino, let me talk to you about something. I'm like, all right. So he opens up his computer and bang, we go into his office. I'm on his second computer. Long story short, he manages to pump me, like make me an account. We get money transferred, all that shit within, I don't know, 6 hours or something. And I ended up getting 12 portals, and now I'm here. Started. And yeah, it was a real weird night, man. But that's how I got here.
Oh, yeah.
So it was wild, and then that's how this is the only NFT thing I've ever invested in. And I've seen so much negative chat about NFTs, but every now and then I'll Google, just Google Aavegotchi. What are people saying? And it's always good, man. Like, there's nothing. I haven't seen one bad thing about this. And like I said before, the fact that all the old heads are still there. Yeah, I have to sell something else. Might have to sell a motorbike, boys. Might have to sell the motorbike instead of a gotchi.
Oof. Yeah, that's tricky. That's a man. Those are two loves right there. You ain't got nothing else to sell.
Yeah, I mean, I got plenty.
Yield on the motorbike. That's what I gotta know.
What's that?
What's the yield on the motorbike? Like, you got channeling right now and rarity farming versus what?
Yeah, a depreciating asset that
Motorbike
I
gets you
treat-
to your
Nah,
job. You might want to hang
Yeah.
on.
Think
that one.
about the passive income.
Nah,
you
the
can
thing
get from
about the
motor-
motor, another
motorbike-
big factor with
It's an
another
escape vehicle, man.
big selling point.
Could get you out of a lot of
Well, no, well,
situations.
We're kind of talking over each other.
Don't worry about that, man. I can get away. But that's a road registered bike. It's a motocross, and I'm self-employed. I rely on my body for another reason. I should probably sell it. And I've just had too many motorbike accidents that I'm not insured for any surgery anymore.
If you think about it,
As we're speaking, my knee is popped out right now.
Oh, jeez.
the motorbike actually has a negative return on investment due to the injuries and calamity that's ensued because of it. So just add that to the, the analysis.
Yeah, but dude, the only, you can't fly on a gotchi.
I will not let go of the 90 Triumph Trident. That
Oh.
one's buried with me.
Beautiful, bro. Oh, my knee's about to back in. Oh. Whew. Man, I swear my legs are like 75, eh?
Actually, we have a good question from Augie C. Speaking of rarity farming, and it's a small, face with a tongue out. I'm surprised no one has started this conversation since the DAO is now in control of it.
It is actually on our docket for
there's
tomorrow.
a conversation. There's a thread.
We're
Oh, we do
discussing
have
it
a
tomorrow
conversation.
also.
All right. Can we get a preview of that? Do you know anything about it, or should we just tune in tomorrow?
Yeah, I should. I got a schedule I can drop for you guys tomorrow, but definitely tune in tomorrow because we'll be discussing it in depth. So, here, let me drop it.
Just as a TLDR of sorts, will there be a mechanic where you have to opt in?
We could discuss that. I don't think I saw much of that being discussed in the forum, but we could definitely discuss that.
Okay, I don't want to incite.
Did that ever go to SIGProp?
I believe it went to SIGProp. I don't think it ever went to Core Prop, but we should look. I'll confirm that for tomorrow. I think there was a SIGProp though that passed.
Okay. If there was, we'll definitely get that in the next batch.
Yeah.
Oh, just quietly, dudes. I'm rocking the most bitchin' John Daly like haircut at the moment. Thinking about sending like the whole chat just a side profile of my head because it's
At this
so...
point you're gonna need to, otherwise
Yeah.
the story just has the same impact.
And you know I'm shameless, guys. I'll do it. Everyone chill. I'll do it, man.
Hey Hefe, I gotta say, man, Floor Sweeper picked up on your tone perfectly. He's got me just as inspired. That's what I consider this free time increase in free time opportunity.
Oh,
Tool.
totally. Yeah.
I don't know that people like me are gonna be continuously getting paid to Discord. Future sounds like straight.
Is it just me, or is it my Callium? Your mic is kind of going in and out a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or is
same.
that just me? Okay.
Let me tweak. Let's see.
Your Bluetooth headphones, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Coder Dan, I want to say, in NFT NYC, there were a couple of like Polygon related parties that I was able to walk in just because of the merch. Like they were like, "Oh, he's with Aavegotchi. Just give him a pass for free drinks." I was like, "What? Hell yeah! I don't have to say my name or anything." Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Was that what were you wearing? The sweater or the?
I was wearing
new stuff?
I was wearing the Aavegotchi New York black T-shirt from last year, plus the
Oh,
black,
nice.
or I was rocking the if it was the first few days. It was cold. Then the last 3 days it got to the 90s, like 80s, like high 80s. So I was wearing the Gotchi sweatpants, so all black, but that killed me. It was so hot, but I had to rock it for a day. So they saw the Aavegotchi merch. We were like the Polygon people, like they were like, "Don't even check." I was like, "Cool." I was not RSVP'd for that event.
Well, I mean, that's what I've heard
That's
now
dope.
for a lot of these events is honestly just RSVP to everything. That's what everybody regrets not doing. It's like you never know. A lot of these events, they just let you in through the door. Like the Meta Cartel party in Denver. They didn't check anything. It was open door. It was like walking into a bar. You just walked in and
Every event in New York was like that. Even the ones that had lists, I got into so many not gotten into that people were just, or I got in line. It's kind of weird because this should all be token gated, right? Isn't that the whole point, like of like NFT? But a lot of people, we're just not there yet. That's how early we are. That IRL events don't really have a good way of checking that without like doxing people or compromising security in some way.
yeah, very true.
Plus, sponsors don't give a damn. They don't care. They just want to know that you're 21.
I mean, they also like there might not be enough people. They gotta fill it up as well. Right? Like,
Yep.
If you token get everything, you might not get enough like attendance for your party.
Yeah, I will say I was disappointed with the Cool Cats because they on their Discord they were a party that I got into that I just like walked right in. The Liz Lele got there on time, and I got there right as the party was starting. So the bouncer just checked my ID and gave me a pass. But in their Discord, when I asked, they were like, "Oh no, we're at capacity." That party was at maybe 40% capacity by the time I left at the end of the party. The founders never. There was no official representative from Cool Cats, so they never made any announcements or anything. So it was a little disappointing, but they were token gating it and saying that they were checking, but they were at capacity, so they weren't letting people sign up, which is kind of counterintuitive.
I mean, you think be some kind of a wristband, just like an RFC, or that's the other thing though, is people, especially if you have high end assets or like blue chip assets, people are able to bring them. Like, I didn't bring any of my stuff to Denver, hard wallet with like a couple
Very
things
good
on it.
point.
But like, I didn't bring, like, if I had to verify with an Aavegotchi, I would have had to. Well, I guess I would have had to figure something out, but I just didn't prepare for that. So.
Yeah, it's almost like you shouldn't be token gating stuff because it forces people to have stuff on their phone.
Yeah.
And if you have it on your phone, like it's a good chance you're gonna get SIM swapped or something.
A little
Probably how
PSA.
all the
Go
ape
ahead.
guys lose their stuff. 'Cause apes lose all their stuff all the time. It's insane how many times like the Bored Ape guys have lost their assets. A lot of parties.
Yeah, there was an interesting thread that's been circulating around talking about some really OG people in the space getting hacked that have had wallets around for like years. And so just a little PSA, I guess, and something, a reminder to myself also, because I should do this, is to go through all of my older seed I've had, and I think it's a good idea to rotate every now and then because there's been some people, apparently, you never know, right? Because the story's coming from them, but they have claimed that they've been super safe using hardware wallets, using all the right practices, and are well known in the space, now getting hacked. And people are, we're thinking that maybe it's like you've had the seed phrase for so long. The longer you have it, the more likely something is to go wrong, right? The more likely you sign something you shouldn't sign, or, it's easy to slip up sometimes. And so I think it's a good practice if you've had like a bunch of wallets tied to a specific seed phrase for like a few years now. Maybe consider doing like a rotation.
Yeah, good point.
I got the schedule
It's
here
not
for
possible
tomorrow.
to be cool if you could use the same seed phrase, but or like the same wallets, but change the seed phrase. But I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's possible. It is like a very cumbersome endeavor. Like it does take, it's a lot of work in a sense of just moving things around and all that. But seems like it's maybe people have copied the seed phrase somewhere on their computer. The hack started at the same time as the Evernote hack in December. Okay, interesting. Musashi, building a security dApp right now. Funding is uber difficult, but we already have the contracts and scripts in place for compromised wallet recovery and all sorts of good stuff. Actually, Vitalik has wrote a really interesting paper. It's worth looking at on DSOC, so decentralized societies, and how like soulbound tokens could be issued through a community, and the community could ascertain that someone's assets do belong, in fact, to that specific person, and actually be able to do some sort of a wallet recovery with, using these social soulbound tokens. It is a lengthy paper, but I'm sure there's some summaries out there. See if I can find it actually. But it's on decentralized societies and using soulbound tokens. This is why I love my assets there. Gnosis safe, security layer. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot of new kind of wallets that are being built on safe, Gnosis safe.
I'd love to talk to Yannick sometime soon because he's doing he's building a guild module on top of Gnosis Safe, if I understand that correctly. It's going to be a guild
Nice.
warehouse for wearables, so you can store your wearables in the safe, and I believe it's for other assets as well. So it's going to be interesting. Gotta get Yannick up here.
Is that what it's called, Musashi? Keep. KEYP. I saw another one, but yeah, there's a couple of them now.
Eep is those are the homies.
Those are the
Infinity
homies.
Keys is going to keep soon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's Cup of Joseph and Pioneer Pat, and they're OG people. They're Cup of Joseph is a low key Aavegotchi maxi,
Nice.
um, and he's one of the winningest RuneScape players of all time. And his mission is to bring all of the RuneScape value on chain. So you can imagine he's
Wait, say that again. Who is
highly
this?
supportive. Yeah.
My ears perked up a little bit. You said
Cup.
bringing RuneScape on chain. That is
Cup
yeah.
O Joseph on Twitter.
Well, you know, Jagex is like a $500 million company for like a small indie company that's been operating for like almost 2 decades. It's pretty crazy that they've amassed like such a large base. I'm sure a lot of their base is still bots, but uh, you know, it's pretty amazing still to see that like so many like so many years after the initial release.
Yeah, he's the one who made me originally aware of it. He also built Treasure Chest. If you played chess.com and minted the NFTs of your games, the Keep Boys built last year, and I think that was the first. That was the kickoff of Keep. Infinity Keys is going to be updating to Keep, happening actively now. Very bullish. Account abstraction, probably it's possible.
When you
This
say
is a good article.
when you say Infinity Keys is upgrading to Keep, you're referring to like your own assets for security, or
For all sorts of things, but initially for accounts. Currently, we use Magic Link. We'll be doing away with that and switching to Keep to handle both accounts and account abstraction. And super alpha is that we will be gasless claims for achievements, and we'll be picking a native chain where all our achievements will be claimed and minted. If you've been following along, recently we got a 25k OP grant in this last OP grant round, and we're very excited about that.
Yeah, well done.
So it's a huge signal for us, and can't thank the Aavegotchi community enough.
Nice.
So we'll be using Keep for that to bring it back to account abstraction, and with Gelato doing gasless things, and a whole lot more. Very exciting.
Did you guys
Also, the Cometh puzzle is live.
Did you guys look at Web3 auth? Because that's what we've been looking into as well for a lot of the handling the auth on Gotchi chain. But Keep looks pretty good too as well.
If I remember correctly, either Web3 auth or some other Ethery type packages Keep uses that. It's like OAuth based, and then other accoutrement on top of that. But my technical knowledge sort of stops right about there.
Auth network, I think is what you're talking about.
Perhaps.
They both use like the MPC thing. Multi-party computation.
Handling of the private keys.
Yeah, that's like the new
Away
innovation,
from
right?
everything.
Like before all this MPC, you basically had to handle your own keys, and now with it, you can have one part of it can be your social login, another part of it can be the platform, so like Keep or Web3 auth, and you can even add in a third signer, which could be like a Google Auth or like a YubiKey or something. You like so like every time you make a transaction, you need to get like the Web3 auth, the Google Auth like key password, which is pretty good. So you can make it super secure without. You can also have like social recovery with that method too.
That is exactly what is coming. We're implementing all of that. I mean, it comes with Keep, and so
Yeah.
that's and so the really exciting part about that is bringing all the Web 2 people in without having to get into any account stuff. You claim the thing, we covered the gas, good job, move on, and so forth. So
Yeah, Dr. Wagme was asking for an update on Gotchi Chain. Happy to give that. Actually, we are moving. We had our first kickoff with the party implementing with us, and they actually already spun up the DevNet and are doing transactions. The blocks are being mined, and they're about to deploy some Aavegotchi contracts just to start playing around with some things. That was all last week. So things are definitely moving in a pretty quick direction, and a pretty quick speed and good direction. And yeah, we've been doing a lot of research on what kind of auth experience we want to have, because Gotchi Chain is a big opportunity to bring on a bunch of kind of Web 2 people. And so I'll look into. I hadn't heard of Keep before this, so it looks like a interesting alternative to Web3 auth. We were planning to use Web3 auth because it does offer the social login, but it also allows you to like connect with your legacy wallet, which obviously there's going to be a lot of people from Gotchi Gang coming over and wanting to bridge assets and already having like an existing wallet. We don't really want to disrupt that. So gotta have that legacy wallet option. But the social login is the really interesting one, because if we can get people to come over and have a super normie experience, but also generate a wallet for them, and they don't have to worry about managing their private keys, that's huge, and it's gonna make onboarding to Gotchi Chain really simple.
yeah, I would
About the
yeah.
validators, so currently when we first go live, we're going to probably run a couple validators, and we'll have a couple Mac kind of expert validators that are recommended by the Polygon team. But I totally see a path forward to where either community members could run validators. That would be one option, and that's what. Well, yeah, I definitely think there is a path forward towards that, just like Matic did with their validators. Initially, they were only like hand-picked validators, and then they opened it up to like whitelisted validators, and now it's pretty much anyone can become a validator. And then they even went beyond that, and they said, you don't have to validate, but you can stake Matic to delegate your kind of power towards a validator, and you can earn a percentage of the fees that validator earns when they print a new block. So that's like a really interesting model as well, which we definitely want to explore for the Ghost token. So the validators need to be staked with Matic. That's like a requirement of the Polygon team, but the delegation could totally be Ghost. So you basically lock up Ghost, and whenever the validator that you're staking for or supporting gets a block, you end up getting a little bit of the gas that was used in that block, which is pretty exciting. So that's kind of staking, passive income kind of play with that. But that's going to be that probably, it's something we've discussed with the Polygon team, but that won't be in like the initial launch of SuperNet. But it's definitely something we're going to push forward with. So this is going to be, it's a whole blockchain, so you got to treat it very carefully and make sure that every step is super calculated. But we got the full support of the Polygon team. We have the full support of our partner we're working with, and yeah, it's I think it's going to be, it should be a pretty smooth launch from what I can see so far. Nucky, we don't have an office, sir. We are fully remote. But if we did, I'd totally give you some work. Unfortunately, we are in the metaverse. Jared says, what happens to the Ghost transaction fees? Do they get burnt or do they go to the validators? They're going to go to the validators. That's pretty standard model. So all the ghosts that's used will just go as block reward. I didn't hear any options from the Polygon team on how to customize that. If the ghost got burned, then the validators wouldn't be paid. So I don't think we want to burn it. I think having community run validators in the future will be really, really nice. It's not like an easy job. It takes babysitting.
What are the hardware
hopefully
demands
this
for
it's not
something
gonna
like that?
It depends on the activity of the network, and these are things we're still figuring out with the Polygon team, because it's pretty new for everyone, right? This is like a totally new thing they've spun up. So there's a lot of things still being figured out. They did recently publish for those that are a little bit more tech oriented, like a Terraform schema or schematic for spinning up the validators that they recommend for Polygon supernets. And so that's the schematic that we implemented and are currently testing. I think when we launch, we're going to have around 5 or 6 validators that will be doing the blocks. I mean, we're not expecting a massive amount of activity within like the first month or so until things really start heating up. But it'll be good to get the network launched and start doing some migrations, getting things on the chain scene, getting that setting up the incredibly cute block explorer that we want to do. Choina has been running a Bitcoin node for 40 years. Nice. Yeah, totally.
Could we have like our own like ENS style names? .gotchi,
Oh, I like that. Or .ghost.
.ghost.
Yeah. I think that's possible now with like unstoppable domains, maybe. But yeah, it could be interesting. One thing with Gotchi Chain and our current philosophy is that we don't really want to bring over, or we don't really want to bring over like a bunch of DeFi stuff, or even like DEX stuff, based on the recommendations of Polygon as well. They're planning to do some sort of like inter supernet kind of liquidity sharing, where you don't actually need to have the liquidity on your chain. So we fairly clean, so that there's not a bunch of spam transactions from like arbors and stuff like that. But ENS, like having the domain, could be fairly interesting.
Would it be possible to have something like Aave v3 running on Gotchi chain, and then have, I believe one of the features, I could be wrong about this, but I believe one of the features of Aave v3 was that you could actually interact with the front end, the platform on one chain, and actually be able to move liquidity on a different chain, or even bear interest from another chain. I don't know.
Yeah, we'd have to look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it really is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
What we envision Gotchi Chain as the playground for Aavegotchi, is like where all the games that want to build Aavegotchi experiences can launch. So if we add in a bunch of DeFi experiences or things that are going to use up block space for arbing or big DeFi applications, it's just going to drive the gas costs up for everyone.
It's a good point.
When you say you don't want spam transactions, yeah. So initially, and probably for a while, contract deployment will be on a whitelist basis. Like you'll have to get your address whitelisted to deploy. And this is to prevent things like sunflower, like land style kind of. And when they first came out, they were like completely destroying Polygon network. We don't want to have stuff like that happening to Gotchi Chain, because this is like our home. Right.
Yeah.
This is the home of Aavegotchi. We want to make sure that we keep it safe and clean, and just like a good experience for everyone.
Yeah, a fun playground.
Yeah,
like
it's not just sunflower now. I mean, there's like Zen, all these different random kind of Ponzi coins that pop up that just congest and clog the network. But yeah, if you have a product or a game that relates to Aavegotchi and it's going to add value to the ecosystem, like it'll be easy to get whitelisted. Just we want to make sure that just like with like the DAO, we recently had to add in the whitelisting for creating a proposal because Snapchat just kept getting spammed by like a bunch of random airdropper stuff. So it'll be super easy to get on that whitelist. We just got to make sure that we have some sort of protection against airdrop hunters or like spam transactions.
Yeah, to have some accountability is important in the early stages. I'm in the arena right now. Who's in the arena right now?
I'll jump in.
I was in there before, and then I realized my pocket was full, so I left.
Nice.
I was like, all the chemical you guys dropped that I picked up is still in the pocket, so I'm gonna go back in. I just want to wait for more people to come in and kill me.
Currently perusing the latest version of the white paper from our friend at Music Parkour. I got my Gagachis in Kulalongus's possession right now, so you ain't gonna catch me in the arena. Ain't getting his pocket.
Since Chair is up here, I'd like to just formally announce that Orium Network is going to be partnering with Infinity Keys and running a quest in the near future. We just came to terms yesterday, and yeah, we're going to plan it out going from here.
Nice, well done.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Very excited.
You guys
Very
know it,
excited.
man. So I'm looking forward to. We're gonna, work on it for onboarding into the platform, but it'll be helpful towards developing our game night as well, which you should all attend Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're hosting parties basically in the arena. Every Thursday, we'll be in the Orium Network Discord, and we'll be giving away tickets and common wearables, as well as doing drops of Alchemica via Super Chat and liquidators. Eventually, Megalicks. We're gonna have some Megalicks.
Nice.
I have a little bit of alpha. We're using Orium for the handling of the whitelist management for the lending that for users that do the first part of the Aavegotchi portal puzzle that's live now at Infinity Keys. You get on the whitelist to start renting gotchis. You can channel from one of 6 altars that are either level 4, 5, or 6. And that's all through Orium. There are a number of gotchi dippity auctions that are ending today in the fake gotchi auction.
Chair, we should talk about that for a second. If people don't know what the
Uh-huh.
heck is going on with Leonardo DiGacci's big brain and this whole quest that you guys have put together here regarding gotcha dippity, what happens if someone grabs one of these gotcha dippities? What do they have to do next on this quest?
Absolutely. Once you are in possession of a gotchi dippity, head over to infinitykeys.io. On the play page, you'll see the Treasure of Gotchi Dippity puzzle. And the first step checks if you do indeed possess the Gotchi Dippity fake. And from there, there's steps 2 through 6, which will require passing, at which point the next phase of the journey opens up to you. I believe there is just one player that has made it past step 6 so far, and it goes much deeper than just step 6. Leonardo is very adept at crafting very cool puzzles. You have to be increasingly observant and engaged and paying attention. This one. So we're also introducing a Fibonacci burn mechanism. the different milestones based on
Ooh.
the good old Fibonacci sequence. We will be burning editions of the Gotchi Dippity fake, limiting the amount of people that can get in to the puzzle. We also have, of course, the spooky Gotchi pack, as well as the Aavegotchi portal pack, and much more coming. You just heard about the Orium partnership, fresh out the oven, and just a deluge more of Aavegotchi things. So very excited. But Gotchi Dippity is I would say probably the coolest puzzle we've put together, or like that we've been a part of. Really, it's all being led by Leonardo. He crafted this whole journey, and it leverages puzzles, fake gotchis, Guild XYZ getting into a specific Discord channel after step 6, and then beyond, some unstoppable domains. Some of you will see. So excited about that. Otherwise, if you haven't already, do all of the Aavegotchi puzzles to be eligible for the Gotchi Grand Prize. Of course, we are giving away 2 Aavegotchis when we reach 332 mints of the Aavegotchi portal, and then we will give away additionally 3 Aavegotchis when we reach 999 mints
Ooh.
of the portal, meaning we have a ways to go. We're at about 130 so far. These puzzles are designed to onboard new players, so when you are in front of newbies, part of your pitch, be the Aavegotchi portal pack. And chill. Thank you. There's treasure everywhere. I love you all.
Well said. Go check out Gotchi Dippity. That's where your journey starts with Leonardo da Gacci. The man is a big brain, and he has a grand quest laid out for you. So that's right.
The
Yeah.
art is dope.
Yeah, and that too. Great artist. I mean, you look at his process lately. Have you guys been following his tweets with his I don't know what the process is called, but it's like almost looks like some sort of an etching process, but it's very manual. And seeing how he creates these like metallic plates with Aavegotchi, beautiful Aavegotchi engraving on it. I need to get one of those commissioned. That has to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Soju, he's doing some litho. Yeah, he's doing some metal acid etching.
Lithography.
The guy is
Okay.
a true creative artist, the likes of which there are not enough of in this space.
We have a couple great ones for sure. There it
There's
is.
some
Smoke
serious
screens.
artistic talent in Gotchi Gang.
It's our secret weapon. This has been the whole point, right? You guys have built a wonderful product and keep shipping and keep it up and keep us engaged and keep us aggregated. But while we're all standing here in the crowd waiting to get in the Gotchi first, we're discovering there's a huge talent base here as well.
The protocol is like substrate. You know, when the substrate is really good, great things are going to grow on top of it. So yeah, I agree, Floor Sweeper. We need to get Vitalik in here one of these days for sure. I think he would really like Aavegotchi, just looking at the concept of what it is, how the smart contract works, and I think the whole thing, he'd be pretty impressed by it.
I feel like he's seen Aavegotchi. I don't know if he's ever how deep he's gotten, but he like Stanley was like telling him about it pretty early on. I don't know if he ever looked into it or not.
Someone said he connected his wallet to it, but like, how do you know? I feel like he's the kind of guy that obfuscates that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Soju, by the way. He drew a little something for our special that we did on Thursday. Good timing with the Chair post. I'm gonna post this in the chat. This is a really cool doodle by Chair, or not Chair, by Soju. It's kind of cute.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, man.
Yeah, like you said, man, we got some great talent. I want to channel my energy in this right now and do some artwork for sure. I got one fake gotchi out right now. I got another one that I think I might release in a couple weeks, maybe in a week. Little exclusive Bitcoin themed piece, and yeah, it's good. I think fake gotchis is one of my favorite parts of Aavegotchi.
Join, I just dropped a link there. What was that? Blue Sky? Is that a new
It's
crypto
like a
app?
Twitter. No, it's like a Twitter competitor. It's a new social app. But if it ain't Lynn's, I ain't listening.
Is it Web3? Blue Sky? Is that Web3 or is that a?
I haven't dug into it yet myself. I'll let them kind of clear it out. But it's supposed to. There's a big migration of Web3 and crypto Twitter users moving over to Blue Sky from Twitter.
Blue Sky. I see Nucky put his hand up. Maybe he has some alpha on Blue Sky. Lens. Yeah, I'm all about the lens, man. I mean, just spending a little bit of time on there lately. I think I'm really starting to adopt that as my own. Someone built a DApp or a module that can link up to your lens profile, and it will relay all your lens posts to Twitter, which is what I was waiting for. They had a relay that would take your Twitter posts, or oh, sorry, no, this is the other way around. That was the old relay. So the old relay would take your lens posts, relay them to Twitter. Now they have a relay that will take your Twitter posts, relay them to Lens, which is what I was waiting for. So you can cross pollinate that way.
Jack and the team at Yup are working on that cross posting as well. If
Oh,
you haven't
nice.
looked at Yup.io, Yup's really cool. Yup's like just a general social media aggregator. So it keeps an eye on Lens, on Twitter, on Instagram, on a couple of different places. It's kind of a one-stop shop.
I have some alpha on why people are moving over to Blue Sky. Why you're seeing that? It's because there's if you know certain people like Polly and Ryder Rip, and there's the Milady group, or there's some people on Twitter that a certain group of NFT and Web3 influencers just don't like because they call out their scams for what they are. They're scams. And since this Pepe stuff over the past week, a lot of those scammers who get like the tokens ahead of time and then shill the stuff to their timeline, they didn't get that this time. This was a fair launch Pepe token, and a lot of them are butt hurt and coping, and they want to go over to their own platform where they can, as a group, censor the people that they want to censor. So that's basically what's happening, and why you're seeing a mass outflow from Twitter, because it's just everything's all Pepe. Basically, we've just taken over the entire platform, and that's why you're seeing the main flow to a platform like Blue Sky.
That's like a social fork.
I don't know, man. I think these things are network effects are hard to break up, but they can be done, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you're seeing Pepe being the biggest example of a network effect that we've seen in a long time. And I've studied this stuff. I have a degree in this stuff. Like, it's insane. Memetics is so powerful. There's no stopping Pepe. And that's why I also love Aavegotchi too, because it has the memetic powers and the fake gotchis. That's why fake gotchis is so powerful. Like, memetics is super strong, and I think the first person that really like brought that to my attention was Master Ying and Master Yang.
Yeah, for sure. Those guys
Legends.
are big brains. Yeah, I mean, Aavegotchi is also very memeable. I'm starting to see that with a lot of the fake gotchi art, the way it's being portrayed. And I think White Ranger's done a really good job of that too, taking IRL pop culture references and making their own gotchi spin offs has been really, it's been interesting for sure.
Yeah, what's crazy is we don't like whenever I talk about Aavegotchi, I don't even have enough time to bring up fake gotchis and how like epic it is compared to any other community driven art endeavor that I've seen. And it could stand on its own, two legs. So it's like I got to remember that when you're making that shell, you got to drop in the fake gotchis.
That's
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
the icing on the cake. Oh, and by the way, we also have an entire community curated art collection that's super fire. They're like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Haven't what are Master Yin and Master Yang up to? I haven't heard them on the chat here recently.
I spoke to them a
They're
little
super
while
busy.
ago before I was supposed to head to Miami, but
Nice.
they are definitely both doing well, running their own IRL business that seems to be doing really
Yeah.
well. And I don't really want to dox them, so I'm not going to say more than that. But like, if I did tell you, basically, if I told you what business they were in, you would know kind
I
of
know who they are.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not gonna say it, but I don't think they want to be doxxed. So.
Gosh, keep teasing it, Havoc. Let it go.
Are they on Twitter or something?
Master Yin and Yang, yeah, they're on Twitter. They're deep into the Pepe community, so like Master Yang's a huge rare Pepe fake rare collector.
Yeah, and that's why the
NFT
Pepe
booster.
community is so strong too, is because it started as the first NFT project.
Their
on
Aavegotchi, their Aavegotchi investment is quite large too. They run another guild called the Dojo, and I think it has about 1,000 scholars. I don't know how active it is lately, but for quite a while actually, it was quite happening. So
Bunch of jiu-jitsu boys. I
yeah,
like it.
the Aavegotchi Dojo, man.
Wait, do we
That's
have
pretty cool,
we
dudes.
have
I'm heading out, guys. Good to see everyone. Good to be back. Love
Hey,
you
Is
yeah.
all.
that, is
Got
that
to
the
get in.
second time you've left?
Yeah,
Love you, bro.
I'm really leaving this time. 4 was just to play in the Gotchiverse. This time
Yeah,
I'm
just-
out here. I gotta go.
Yes.
Peace, bro. Be good.
Peace, everyone.
Later.
you trying to do some Mexican ground karate, Nucky?
Man. I've
Trying to
done a
wrestle in
bit. I've done
pajamas, bro.
I've done a bit of jits, a little bit of jits. It's a great sport. Gets a bad
Yeah.
rap, but it's got to be like, yeah, one of the best self-defense. It's got to be the best for self-defense. I got a mate who's got a Gracie gym in Brisbane, in Noosa, in Queensland, and he grew up.
What's
His
a
dad
wait?
had
Hang
a-
on. What's a greasy gym? I have no idea.
Like
what
the
that
gra-
is.
Gracie.
Like the
Gracie
great,
Jiu-Jitsu.
like
Brazilian
Royce
Jiu-Jitsu.
Royce
Okay.
Hoyler Gracie, like the guys
Ah.
that basically made it. So anyway, he had his own jiu-jitsu dojo, and ended up he ended up going to Hawaii. He goes there every year now, but he ended up like it's like I don't know why, but it became a Gracie jiu-jitsu dojo. So he goes over there and he's a mad surfer. He goes over there and surfs them and hangs out with them and rolls with them, and they do their thing. And it's pretty epic. But he's a weapon, man. Like I've seen him. People start fights with him, and he just puts his hands behind his back, and like all of his mates are like, you just don't even bother. And like within 10 seconds, like there's just a knot of 3 people, and 2 of them are screaming. It's crazy. It's a seriously impressive skill set, man.
It's good
Well,
times. I've been training for a while.
Hefe circling back here to a not a stream of people. Master Yin got brought up again here, and so a lot of us got to hear them preach at the last GMI Artist Summit, and that's when we kind of caught that fire that they shared with us. You and I have been talking here recently. It's probably time for another summit coming up soon, huh?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I haven't planned any of that, but we should probably do one. I think it's a good idea.
We were saying, the last artist summit was pre-Fake Gotchi, and so it's
Yeah.
been a while now. So it's a good time to maybe host another one and have some focus on the Fake Gotchi roll out, and some of these heroes that have risen to the top, and
Totally.
bring out some old faces too.
Yeah, no, I think it's
Love it. That's a great idea. Yeah.
yeah, I'd love to, let's make it happen. Absolutely.
Well, and he's not here with us right now, but I do want to give a big shout out to Jesse, because Jesse has still just been such a helpful role model for at least for myself and Hefe. I think I can speak for you on that regard too.
For sure.
It's just been really great collaborating with him, and just paying attention to the things he thinks are still hot, and so kind of putting us back on track for these kinds of digital community events that we've been so successful at here before. And so keep your eyes peeled, friends. We'll be throwing another one here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Where's my boy
absolutely.
Jesse? Where is my boy Jesse? Where's he at?
He's probably just chilling. He had a bit of a down week. He got a little fever last week, but I think he's just he's all better now.
Nice.
Probably just chilling.
Get well, Jesse.
Yeah, he's a unit. I love Jesse. He's a
Yeah, he's a legend,
couldn't,
man.
Couldn't have a better co-founder, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's
So
a legend.
solid.
Absolute legend. Like, there's been times where I've needed help. I've been like, oh my god, did someone just steal all my gotchis? Because like they just weren't appearing. I just messaged Jesse, and he was just like, "No, man, it's the system." I'm like, "All right, sweet." And as soon as it comes out of his mouth, I'm like, "All right, solved." Like just the fact that he replies, like,
Yeah, we say it all
Yeah.
the time, but like the founders of our project really are, leave a huge impression on the culture that develops. So I think part of the
Well,
reason
I
why our
mean-
community is so great is because we do have founders that have integrity that are hanging out with us and spending time with us every weekend. I think that's pretty unique to Aavegotchi.
I'm gonna keep it absolutely 100. Like there's no reason I offer nothing to this space other than a few laughs here and there. But like the fact that I'm even here, it says it all. You guys are just cool, man. Like, everyone here is just chill. It's a sick space. It's a sick community. It's still the same community as
Well,
whenever I was last on.
And hey, man,
It's
it's
cool.
good to see folks like yourself take a hiatus and come back, and it feels like you never left.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, cheers, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, because if I'm not popping up a lot, that means I'm partying less. So it's a good sign. It means I'm not awake at midnight on Saturday.
dude, you made it through a whole damn hangout without saying one swear word, man. I think that is.
I
What
think
are you
that's
talking-
untrue. I think that's
Yeah,
untrue.
I was even about to say that, man. I slipped a couple of times.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't catch it.
Choina's got the list for the swear jar.
But that means I've come a long way
All
just
right.
hearing you say that. Bro.
Absolutely.
Real quickly, can we talk about this Gotchi gaming angel? 'Cause we
That
didn't
fake
talk about
gotchi.
it.
Yeah.
The fake Gotchi that came
Yeah.
through.
Let's
You
more
talk
talk
nice
about it.
about my
Flag it.
angel.
No one flagged it.
No
a
one
lot of
flagged it.
thirsty friends in the Gotcha gang.
Those Ruffles look thick and thirsty, man. That's
I'm
all
not
I'm gonna
complaining.
say.
Did it have 0 flags for real? Like that's tight.
This almost reminds me of like Anada. I wonder if someone from the Anada community published this. This reminds me of like the Anada avatars that the DAO just bought.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are cool, by the way. Those people over there. I was hanging out with them yesterday.
I had to do some digging because I didn't know what it was at first. I was very confused why this proposal was even coming through. But they actually have purchased some Aavegotchi assets. I think it'd be cool to get some of them to come up or something, just hang out and talk to them, vibe a little bit. But
And Musashi's dropping some live coverage from Rizzlefest right now too. Looks like they're having
I
some
was-
fun out there.
Oh, that dog is kicking it, man. That
You s-
dog is living it up right
oh,
now.
dude, you see their bus? That bus is dope. I mean, I don't know where they found that bus, where they got it from, but they're tagging it up.
Hedvig, can we do one more thing here? Let's invite some friends to maybe join us in the Monoverse and start trying to figure out how to do some of these builds. I'm really jealous of
Sure.
Rizzle and that community over there. It's doing
Yeah.
these build stuff and break stuff worlds, and I think that we've got so many creatives here inside the Gotcha gang that we would be able to create a little contingency pretty easily.
Nuck,
Well-
you can do some coding if you want, man. I'm all over that shit. Oh,
Yeah, and in the same breath, like anybody who is into design, into 3D assets, into that sort of thing, reach out to us. Like, I'd love to help you out, empower you on being able to do these things in Motiverse. Love to see that sort of talent come out from your community. There's definitely a couple Gotchi gang I know off the top of my head that are already talented 3D artists. So, you know, there's space for this, and I think it's a good mission for Aavegotchi Gotchi gang.
I can't. We couldn't make a PR about this, but we are currently working with a very big kind of AAA studio to make the Aavegotchi 3D art. Couldn't make a PR about it though, but can drop a little alpha here, because as you guys know, we're working on the 3D gotchis, and we wanted to go proper with it. So found an awesome studio that knows how to do this in an amazing way. So very hyped to see what they come up with.
Ooh, that's some big alpha, in my opinion.
Yeah, very good
That's
stuff.
huge.
Just as I'm staring.
Floor Sweeper
Go
says
ahead.
we'll be able to generate the awesome 3D art by the end of the year with prompting. I honestly, I hope so. I mean, that would be amazing. But in the case that we're not able to do that, we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way for now. But honestly, I think that would be super cool if you could just prompt, show it an Aavegotchi in 2D, and it would convert it to 3D.
We're not quite there
My-
yet, Coder Dan, but we're
Brain just melted.
well, we're actually a
yet.
lot closer than you think. I think I'll reach out to you maybe at some point, Coder Dan, because I have
Okay.
there's some GPT-4 plugins for things like Blender that actually are, you know, with very basic knowledge of these things. And I know you probably have people at Pixelcraft that have more than basic knowledge, but even with that, you can take this pretty far actually. So
Has anyone been able to generate an Aavegotchi that looks like an Aavegotchi from Midjourney yet, or without having to train a model? Or I'm gonna keep asking this every week. We've been trying.
I think it was
at
I think-
Slaps.
I've been gone for ages. This
Nucky, you're
sounds
like, what?
epic. Yeah, I'm like, oh man, my mind right now is just not from anything, just from what you guys are talking about. I'm like, oh, what? Have I been gone for that long? What the fuck? What's happening?
It's been a while. We've been doing lots.
Yeah, I know you guys always moved quick. I'm actually gonna jump into the gotcha
Yeah,
verse
Nucky,
for the first time.
so we while you were gone, we turned off the curve, and let's see what else has happened. We're making an entire chain called Gotchi Chain, where we're gonna have super low fees and awesome experience of blockchain.
So like super low
what else?
fees, as in like Matic. You mean like as in like gas fees?
The
or-
fees are gonna be in Ghost, not Matic.
Ooh.
You should probably read this. I'm just gonna drop the
Oh.
blog post here.
Dude, do you know what's
Yeah.
like? Mate, I don't need to read shit. I just trust you, dudes, man. I believe in it. I can feel it in my heart. And plus, I suck at reading. I've only got one eye that works, man. So if it's longer than 10 lines, catch you later, dude.
You can get
No, I'll read it, man, for sure.
Hefe, what's your tool? Is it Blinkist? Which one does he need to
no.
create an audio summary from this article?
I just send it to myself for tomorrow.
Yeah, no, that's what I would do, honestly, dude. Just go to ChatGPT, copy paste the article in there, and be like, summarize this in 10 lines or
Yeah.
less, and it'll give it to you.
Ha. Uh-huh.
We're in the
do,
future.
explain it. Explain like I'm a 5-year-old.
Yeah,
That works
Yeah.
pretty well.
Those are decent
Yeah.
outputs, Dan. Those look good.
Right?
Please explain this to me as if I'm Nucky.
These are actually pretty decent. I mean, actually, these are not. I did do another pass where I had it put a diamond into the third eye. I don't think any of these have that. But yeah, they're pretty cute, honestly. Like these are
I'd work with
cute
that.
ghosts. I love these two. Here's two more. This guy, especially the little guy on the left here.
oh, so
He's-
cute.
That's
this one's
sick.
That's awesome.
Yo, why aren't there any fishing rods out? There's like 6 or 7 blokes on a pier. I can't see one fishing rod. Come on, dudes.
I tried to make a farmer too. Let me see. I'll pull this up and then I'm gonna sign off here. Show you guys a couple more.
I'm gonna drop a link here too, real quick, for Roxiano's channel. She's still been killing it. She's making her videos. She's plugging from the back, covering content really well. Just haven't seen her up on stage as much to kind of self-promote. So I'm gonna help her out with that
Nice.
too, because she's doing good work for us.
Infinity Keys puzzle with Roxy is coming. Alpha, alpha, alpha.
Jesus, you're everywhere.
Chair is the most chilled out dude I think I've ever heard. It's just like,
Vibing and grinding, dude.
yeah, man, I'm so jealous.
Could
You
definitely be a
sound
dungeon portal master for sure. Dungeon master. Oh, look at those outputs. The pointy heads. Love them.
That bottom right one's sick.
Oh, this one was pretty good. Here, let me drop this one too.
You look like little baby gotchis.
Yeah.
Win
These
little
could like
gotchis.
honestly be. These are almost like
Little
fake
gotchis. Like little nouns.
If you know, you know.
This one's pretty sick. It almost got like a little gotchi in its forehead too.
Yep. I love the eyes. That's awesome. I thought I'd drop the schedule for you guys one more time for the DAO call tomorrow. For anybody who hasn't been to a DAO call before, 2 p.m. UTC on Sundays. We're chopping it up with Aavegotchi DAO. Proposals, presentations, got speakers. Just hanging out, man. It can be pretty good sometimes. Check it out. This is the schedule right here for tomorrow. So we'll have DAO Lens product team doing a little Q&A and just taking some questions, showing us some features of DAO Lens. I actually spoke to them this week regarding some bugs and some things that were mentioned earlier. We got Hardcore that's going to do an economic modeling plan. Coder Dan, our staple. And we also have Awkward AI coming up with an idea presentation on community-driven POAPs and his kind of idea behind that. So, one more thing. Sorry, I completely glossed over the rarity farming as well. We're going to be talking about rarity farming, what's in store for the next season, and imagining the future of protocol rewards.
Yeah, good format with the DAO calls here lately too. I think it's been an improvement in the presentation style.
Cool, friends. Have an awesome Saturday. Great to see you again, Nucky.
You too, brother. Good to see you.
Stay cool, friend.
You too,
Safe
brother.
out there.
All y'all be good.
Absolutely.
Take it
Bye.
easy, friend.
Those are dope, sir. Cool. See you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Later,
Cheers,
friends.
bro.
Deuces.
Deuces.